Imagine this: a thunderous roar echoes through the shadows of a colossal steel fortress, where the air pulses with the scent of forbidden fruit and the relentless grind of machinery that never sleeps. You're about to witness the birth of something simple, yet extraordinary: applesauce. But this isn't just food. It's a symphony of chaos and control, where nature's bounty clashes with human ingenuity in a high-stakes arena. Buckle up, because in the next few minutes, we'll rip open the veil on the hidden world of applesauce production, where every apple fights for survival, every machine demands perfection, and one wrong move could spoil it all. Welcome to the Forge of Flavor, where raw apples are hammered into silky gold. Let's dive in. The journey begins at dawn, under a vast sky streaked with the first light of day. Trucks rumble like ancient beasts across endless orchards, their tires kicking up dust as they haul in the harvest. These aren't just any apples: crisp, ruby-red warriors plucked at the peak of ripeness, their skins taut with the promise of sweetness. But time is the enemy here. From the moment they're torn from the tree, the clock starts ticking. Enzymes awaken, plotting to turn firm flesh soft, to invite rot and ruin. The drivers know this. They race against the sun, engines growling, delivering their cargo to the gates of the factory, a monolithic structure that looms like a guardian of secrets, its chimneys exhaling plumes of steam that twist into the morning mist. As the trucks screech to a halt, massive doors groan open, swallowing the loads whole. Inside, the air thickens with humidity and the sharp tang of fresh fruit. Conveyor belts awaken with a metallic snarl, snaking through the dim-lit halls like veins pumping lifeblood. The apples tumble onto them in a cascade, bouncing and rolling in a frenzied rush. But this is no gentle ride. Sensors scan every piece, laser eyes piercing the chaos, weeding out the weak. Bruised? Out. Undersized? Gone. Only the elite survive this first gauntlet, the rejects shunted away to lesser fates, perhaps animal feed or compost. The survivors press on, hearts pounding, if apples had hearts, toward the wash. Water erupts like a torrent from hidden nozzles, a deluge that crashes over the apples in waves. High-pressure jets blast away dirt, pesticides, and the ghosts of the orchard. Bubbles foam and swirl, carrying away the grime in a frothy river that disappears into drains below. The apples spin and bob in this aquatic battlefield, scrubbed by brushes that whirl like dervishes, their bristles stripping away every imperfection. Steam rises, hot and heavy, mingling with the cool spray to create a fog that cloaks the workers in ethereal haze. These guardians of the line, clad in white suits and masks, monitor the flow, their eyes sharp for any anomaly. One slip, a rogue leaf or stem, and the entire batch could be compromised. The pressure builds, the belts never stop, a perpetual motion machine driving the fruit forward. Now, the real transformation ignites. The apples ascend on elevators, clanking upward into the heart of the beast, the peeling chamber. Here, the machines roar to life, giant peelers with razor-sharp blades that spin at blinding speeds, a whirlwind of steel that could shred anything in its path. The apples are fed into the maw, one by one, gripped by mechanical claws that hold them steady. In a flash, the skin is flayed away in perfect spirals, revealing the pale flesh beneath. Cores are drilled out with surgical precision, augers twisting like serpents to extract the seeds and stems. Slices fly, thin, uniform wedges cascading onto the next belt. The air hums with the whine of motors, the sharp scent of exposed apple mingling with the metallic tang of machinery. Waste peels and cores are vacuumed away, destined for recycling or biofuel, nothing lost in this efficient empire. But watch closely, the blades must be flawless, calibrated to microns. A dull edge, and the fruit bruises, too sharp, and it shreds. Engineers hover like sentinels, tweaking dials, their faces illuminated by glowing screens that track every revolution. Deeper into the factory, the heat intensifies. The sliced apples plunge into massive steamers, cauldrons of boiling fury where temperatures soar to 200 degrees Fahrenheit. Steam hisses like a dragon's breath, enveloping the fruit in a scalding embrace. This isn't cooking, it's alchemy. The heat breaks down cell walls, softening the flesh without mercy, turning crisp slices into a pliable mass. Conveyor belts weave through the chambers, timing each second to perfection. Too long, and the apples overcook, losing their vibrant flavor. Too short, and bacteria linger, a silent threat waiting to strike. The air throbs with the pound of pumps, forcing steam through pipes that snake overhead like iron vines. Workers in heat-resistant gear patrol the lines, gauges flickering red and green, alarms ready to blare at the slightest deviation. Feel the sweat bead on your brow, the humidity clinging like a second skin. This is where nature yields to science, where the raw essence of the apple begins its metamorphosis. From the steamers, the softened slices spill into the mashers, colossal blenders with paddles that churn like the oars of a war galley. The noise is deafening, a rhythmic thunder as metal meets fruit, pulverizing it into a velvety puree. Additives whisper in at this stage, a dash of ascorbic acid to preserve color, perhaps a hint of cinnamon or sugar for that signature tang. Mixers whirl at thousands of RPMs, ensuring uniformity, every particle blended seamlessly. The puree gleams under the harsh lights, a golden slurry that flows like liquid silk. But suspense mounts, quality checks loom. Probes dip in, sampling for pH, viscosity, Brix levels. Technicians in labs nearby analyze in real time, their computers humming with data. One-off reading, and valves slam shut, diverting the batch for rework. The stakes are sky-high, contamination here could cascade through the entire line, costing thousands, risking recalls. The factory pulses with urgency, every worker a cog in this unyielding machine. The puree surges onward, piped through sterilized tubes that gleam like silver arteries. It enters the fillers, where precision reigns supreme. Bottles or pouches march in formation on carousels, spinning at dizzying speeds. Nozzles descend like predatory beaks, injecting the sauce with exact measures, no overflow, no shortfall. The air crackles with the snap of seals, vacuum pumps sucking out air to banish oxygen, the spoiler of freshness. Labels slap on in a blur, adhesives bonding instantly under UV lights. The conveyor accelerates, a river of packaged perfection racing toward the end. But the battle isn't over. Sterilization chambers await, autoclaves that subject the products to intense heat, killing any microbe that dares survive. Pressure builds inside, gauges climbing, the hiss of escaping steam a victory cry. Emerging unscathed, the applesauce cools in vast warehouses, rows upon rows of jars glowing under fluorescent beams, ready for the world. Yet, peel back another layer, and you'll see the human element that fuels this frenzy. Shift workers toil through the night, their hands calloused from years on the line, eyes weary but vigilant. They calibrate, they troubleshoot, they innovate, tweaking recipes based on seasonal variances, ensuring each batch captures the essence of the harvest. Scientists in white coats experiment with enzymes, pushing boundaries to enhance texture without chemicals. Sustainability whispers through the halls, water recycled, peels turned to biogas, energy harnessed from solar panels atop the roof. This isn't just production, it's a dance of dedication, where passion meets precision. Imagine the lead engineer, staring at a malfunctioning valve at 3 a.m., sweat dripping as he races to fix it before the line halts. The tension peaks, will he succeed? He does, and the flow resumes, a testament to skill forged in fire. As the final products stack on pallets, forklifts buzz like bees, loading them onto trucks bound for stores worldwide. The factory never rests, another harvest approaches, another cycle begins. But pause for a moment, what you've seen is the unseen war behind every spoonful. Apples, once wild and unpredictable, tamed into smooth, shelf-stable delight through sheer force of will and wonder. The roar fades, but the energy lingers, the heat, the grind, the triumph. Next time you twist open a jar of apple sauce, remember the symphony that brought it to life, the clash of steel, the rush of steam, the unyielding quest for perfection. This hidden world, now revealed, changes everything. You've been inside the forge. Now, go forth and savor the victory. But wait, there's more to this epic. Let's zoom in on the sorting stage again, where AI eyes scan with unblinking focus. Cameras capture 1,000 frames per second, algorithms dissecting color, shape, defects. A single wormhole? Rejected in a puff of air that shoots the offender aside. The precision is mesmerizing, a blend of tech and tenacity that borders on magic. And in the cooking vats, thermometers plunge like swords, ensuring the puree hits that sweet spot, creamy yet chunky if desired, or silken smooth for the purists. Flavors evolve here, natural essences extracted, concentrated, infused back in. The scent wafts through vents, a tantalizing tease of what's to come. Deeper still, the packaging line pulses with robotic arms that move like dancers in a ballet of efficiency. Glass jars clink in harmony, plastic pouches inflate and seal with a satisfying pop. Quality assurance teams prowl, pulling random samples for taste tests. Does it evoke fresh-picked orchards? Is the acidity balanced? One nod, and it's approved. One shake, and adjustments ripple back upstream. The factory's brain, a central control room, oversees it all, screens alive with graphs, alerts flashing like lightning. Operators lean in, fingers flying over keyboards, averting crises before they erupt. The air hums with electricity, literal and figurative, as power surges through circuits that keep the beast alive. Consider the raw power. Massive boilers chug below ground, generating steam that powers the entire operation. Pipes rattle with pressure, valves hissing open and closed in orchestrated bursts. Maintenance crews descend into these depths, tools in hand, battling corrosion and wear. A leak here could flood the floors, halt production for hours. They weld, they seal, their torches flaring bright against the gloom. Above, in the blending halls, vats as large as swimming pools stir with agitators that could crush bone. The puree swirls in vortices, colors deepening as ingredients merge. Scientists sample, spectrometers whirring to confirm purity, no heavy metals, no allergens unchecked. The human stories weave through, a veteran operator who's seen decades of harvests, sharing tales of bumper crops and lean years. A young engineer, fresh from college, implementing AI to predict spoilage rates. Their collaboration sparks innovation, new strains of apples bred for better yield, processes refined to cut waste by percentages that save fortunes. Sustainability isn't a buzzword, it's survival. Solar arrays blanket the roof, wind turbines spin on the horizon, feeding clean energy back into the grid. Wastewater is treated, reused for irrigation, closing the loop from field to factory and back. As dawn breaks again, the night shift hands off today, a seamless transition in this 24/7 colossus. Trucks depart, laden with cases that will grace breakfast tables, school lunches, gourmet recipes. The applesauce, once mere fruit, now a testament to transformation, silky, sweet, enduring. But the thrill lies in the unseen, the split-second decisions, the mechanical marvels, the relentless drive. You've journeyed through fire and steel, witnessed precision's edge. This is applesauce, reborn. Unforgettable. Unyielding. Yours to discover anew.